And because of that, it's having problems, because it was also having problems with my PlayStation. So, like, it's not just the computer. The computer just is currently what I'm trying to use. I should probably also turn on my lamp. Is there a whole bunch of dude bros that I'm just gonna, this time around, I'm just gonna leave them alone. Don't need to bug them. So, last week I did not stream, not for any really good reason. Honestly, I spent a whole bunch of time getting all of the VODs ready for this series in particular. And so I was excited, started uploading them. Didn't really think about the fact that, that uploading 9 VODs might take a while. Okay. I had completely forgotten what I was going to fight. Ergo, this surprised me. Up, up. Okay. Back up. Okay. Ouch. That hurt. That hurt. Okay. Don't let the greed, don't let the greed, don't let the greed kill you. I did it. Okay, I gotta scoop myself around. Brilliant Amber Medallion. I need to actually start, like, looking at the items I'm getting and reading them. Where are all my medallions? So many. Ah, raises max. FP. Medallion with cerulean amber inlaid. The Erdtree's old sack becomes amber, treasured as the most precious of jewels in the age of Godfrey the First Elden Lord. The primordial life energy resides inside. Was this where I started? No. It is not. I think I found the person I was looking for. But before we, also, pretty doggos. Doggos are great. Oh, the secret medallion.
Foul tarnished. What do you want? I told the all-hearing brute that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough? Or do you speak true? So old Albus entrusted his medallion to you. Then I have no choice but to trust that this was his dying will. Let's try again. I'm Latenna, an Albinoric, the same as old Albus. My apologies for my coarse words earlier. I presume the worst. Seeing that you're another tarnished like that all-hearing brute. I hope that
I think I've been there.
The medallion's better off in your hands anyway. Would you consider doing me a great service? I must go back. There is something I must do, even if I must say farewell to my wolf Lobo. Will you show me the way? To the land of Miquella's Halig tree.
Latenna the Albinora.
Accept, I would gladly apprise you of the whereabouts of the medallion's other half.
Poor dog.
Kindly.
That's
they say the other half
depressing.
of the medallion is beyond the forbidden lands,
what's this?
north of the Erd tree.
Oh, Rune Arc.
Soul.
That I should think about using more often, because those do, like,
by the grand lift
genuinely make my stuff better. So, now that we're into it, and I feel happy and comfortable,
my better half.
I want to talk about some stuff stream related. So, all the VODs of every stream prior to this one are uploaded to YouTube. I simply need to get a whole bunch of thumbnails done, which will take me just like a day. My thumbnails are very low effort. They're just meant to make them visually at a glance. You can tell what game you're gonna see. And then I'm gonna make them all public. And I'll also make sure that like all of them processed and everything correctly. That all is the general goal. General goal, general gist of things. I do need a little bit more experience. You know what? So I'm glad that I did that. I would love to go back and let's do this. And we're gonna just do some easy grind because I'm real close and it gives me some time to talk. Which was another thing. I was actually planning on doing a little bit of grinding this stream anyways. So that being said, there are possibly some changes to this particular series that might be coming. Mainly because this game's taking me a while. So I've thought about two things that I kind of want to do. First of all is I'm thinking probably like one weekend getting, one day every few weeks getting in a weekend and carving out like 6 hours. Just because this game is very long. People I know who rushed through it were like 100 hours. And I say rushed through it being like rushed first playthrough. They still tried to go explore and stuff. And from what I know, like if you really want to get through this game and you know how, you can. It's doable. It's just time consuming. To learn, sorry, not time consuming. It just takes some knowledge. Knowledge which I don't have. So, also, what's that? What's that thing up there? So I'm not going through it very fast. And I don't plan on going through it with someone who knows how to go through it fast. I do have a friend who has beaten this game, last I knew, 6 times. She plays the game a lot more often than I do. She doesn't stream it, so it's not a big deal for her to get real far real fast. Whereas I'm kind of stuck to my stream schedule and how often I can play. But I do have another friend who has been kind of the friend that I've periodically helped out. She still wants to continue to play together, and because of the way that I stream, and especially because of the way this game's kind of structured, it's been one of those where I'm like, well, you know, we can do pretty much all of Limgrave, and if I find something new in Limgrave, I'm at this point don't care, because that means I probably won't find it anyways. Just because I'm not spending a lot of time here with Limgrave. And she's currently up at Stormvale. But I was talking with her and curious if she'd be interested, and she said she would be mildly interested in just coming on and co-oping together. First thing that we need to do is we need to get her somewhere close to where I'm at. She is still in Stormvale. It's last time we got to play was a couple months ago almost. It was a while ago. So it's not like we've managed to make much more progress. She's still got classes and stuff, so she was finishing up the school year. And because of all of that, you know, we've just not had time between the two of us to get together and play. And she's pretty much just plays when I'm playing with her. For the most part. Like, she does do a couple bits she's done a bit of it on her own. But she definitely feels more comfortable playing in a group. My hope is maybe to also do some of her bits with my other friend who has beaten the game, so that I feel less bad. Oh, I did not want to do that. I was thinking it was these guys kind of on the ground with themselves wrapped up. But it wasn't. So yeah. That's I do want to get her kind of playing with my other friend. They don't know each other super well, so both of them are not always comfortable just doing things with strangers. So, gotta get them playing together first. So that might be the way that goes, but I am also also mentioned being prepared of just, like, getting a friend on just to speed this whole game up. Because there are other games I want to play. Hey, there are games I've finished that I would like to play again because I've got them on actual hardware. At this point, I have it so I can be playing all Ratchet & Clank games that I have played on at least the PS3, aside from obviously Rift Apart, all of the PS3 games, along with a few others. I do have like Size Matters, Full Frontal Assault. I think that's the only two. Also, interestingly enough, fun anecdote, I looked at getting a copy of Into the Nexus digitally, because that's how I figured out how to buy a whole bunch of these digitally, except for Tools for Destruction you couldn't. Now you can, which there is a question of if that's going to be part of the new PlayStation Plus lineup. Might be. If it is, I'll be happy, but otherwise, I got it for PS3. I probably will still try and play it on PS3 just to give people kind of the original game. Original game feel. But if I do, like, in doing that, I've got to be done with this game. I completely did not say what the interesting fun fact. So I got all these games into the Nexus. I could not get on just downloadable. Same with Tools of Destruction. Tools of Destruction I bought a lot earlier because I was like, well, that's the one I can't even, like, wasn't even able to play on PlayStation Now, so, you know, I wanted to get that one. And, like, the first ones I bought was the original trilogy and Tools of Destruction. And then I'm like, well, I kind of want to have all of Future Saga, and I had some extra money when I was doing that, so I pulled up Size Matters and Full Frontal Assault. I may try and pick up some of the other ones down the road if I can, or if they come to PlayStation Now, I may just play them that way. But yeah. But my copy of Into the Nexus, so I went to Amazon. I'm like, okay, let me see if I can get a copy of this. Ratchet and Clank Nexus. It's, I believe, were my search terms. I may have put Into the Nexus. It didn't matter. Because I think even the result says Into the Nexus. But you gotta be careful, because if you look, it's the EU version. Which isn't actually a problem. I did, when I got it, I made sure it wasn't a problem. So this is a graveyard. I did see another one of these that I do want to check out. Oop, it. Ta-da! You're dead. What is my, nope. I know there's a way to, there we go. I can get a level. Ooh. I see a shiny over there. I'm gonna go grab that shiny. But yeah, so, who? I can't. Oh. Hi.
Oi.
Yep.
You there. Could
I've
you
heard about
answer,
you.
Cully? Yeah, you there. Stop pretending
Bot.
you can't see me. Why won't anyone look me in the eye? I'm not that ugly, am I?
That's fine, bot.
What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes.
No.
I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you?
Bok.
Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed
No.
out of the cave.
No, Bok.
Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really.
Bok. Don't.
Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I
Okay.
owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you
That's an
can forgive me. Or, well, if you
I'm
can
gonna
afford to wait for a
level
while,
myself up.
I
Finally,
could
it's been a while.
sneak back into the
And
cave
then
bring back something of
continue
actual
on with the
value.
game. That's something like
Then
I
I'd be of
just
some
missed.
real use to you, I reckon.
And that's like I knew there was something about that. I don't remember why. I was looking something up that was early zone, and I knew it was early. Oh no, I was looking up stuff about the altar garments, and with the altar garments, we got a thing for Bach. I think it even says on the item that it is for Bach. I'd love some more. I'm gonna try and oof. One moment. I know we had a whole bunch of issues, so okay. Don't know what happened. So apparently, there was a bit of there that was just for VOD watchers, like 40 minutes or so. And I guess that's fine. I gotta keep tabs on it's real weird because OBS, all stuff was green. I just looked over in the corner and it was like, yeah, green, 0 kilobits per second. I don't know all of what got done in the last 45 minutes. Let me real quick check what all got done in the last 45 minutes. Cause oh crap, that is a 4. I'm gonna chill here, and I'm going to look at videos. Let me go. Yes, content video producer. This is my broadcast. Bam. Had I fuck? Nope. Quiet. Oof. Ooh. Okay. So that's when that died. Okay. So I'm going to recap a little bit for stream. Anybody watching the VOD, you'll have seen this. So what we did is we went over here. There's a guy we got to talk to, Wolfman. He said he wanted us to, he was looking for a guy named Darwill, somewhere hereabouts. And then we went into this fort. This fort was very underwhelming. There was a guy with a blood sword, which was kind of cool. We got his art. And then I was running around talking to people and doing things. So apparently when my stream crashed, my recording crashed the first time, stream crashed. But it did a very silent crash. I actually right now have it up so I can see my dashboard. Because apparently, and if it gets late enough, I'll show you guys the thing again. But yeah, no, we meandered all over here. There's a merchant here. Darwill sounds really familiar, but I don't remember where I saw it. Or why I saw it. I really don't care about the little guys as much as I care about this big guy. Ba-ba. Sorry, I thought you would have heard the big ruckus above. But apparently not. I don't know why, but we're gonna... Do I not... Okay. 74 FP. How much FP do I have? 78 total. Okay. Got my wolves out. Let's take care of some bears. Actually, not that bad. Oof. Nope, bears, bears. Not bears, dogs. Help me with the bears. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. Bear hugs are not nice. Okay. That was the thing. I got a cookbook. Okay, so this was the place. This took me initially down to the river. And stuff. There are many bears here. Nope, no, 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 no. Ouch, ouch. Game! I tried to heal and it was like, no, no. Healing's for suckers. You're not a sucker, are you? And I told the game, yes, yes I am. And it was like, no. Thankfully, my body is not that far away. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. It doesn't actually seem terribly worth it to go killing all of the bears. Was it him? I think it was him. He was the one who wanted me to go kill people at the fort. I killed people at the fort. Let's go see what I get for killing people at the fort. Ooh, I also went and found Bach at the place. Said hi. Gave him his sewing needle back. And then he disappeared. And I haven't seen him since. I was also talking about... Spent a lot of time talking about how reasons I'm upset with Dungeons and Dragons. But the important point of saying I'm upset with Dungeons and Dragons is I wanted to make my own system. That kind of dealt with the things that bother me about most role-playing game systems. I found they either tend to be too complex, GURPS is an example of one that I think gets too complex too early. Percentages never feel nice unless you're doing everything as whole percentages and you're not actually taking percents of numbers. So there was stuff that didn't feel nice about that system. Fantasy Trip, on the other hand, feels too simple. And while I'll give that Call of Cthulhu is great at what it does, it's not meant to do much. It's meant for a very specific purpose. And I'm not super fond of percentile rolls. I like a d20, it feels good in my hands. So yeah. I've been working on a system based on that. Now let's talk to this man first.
I've been waiting for you with bated breath.
Mm-hmm.
Did you manage to recapture my fort? Oh, excellent news. Just wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you.
Was I right to trust you, though?
Here's your reward, as promised. Go ahead. It's all yours.
Bird Steel Dagger. Great, not useful.
Right then. Time for me. I've much to do. First, I'll have to What's that look? Well, under the Erd Tree, commingling with the demi-humans, even the vulgar shall not be left behind, under the rule of true, which is why I, Kenneth Height, next in line as the rightful ruler of Limgrave, have sworn to uphold it. Just you watch, my friend. Ah, yes. I've been meaning to ask, would you like to enter my service? I see bright things in your future, stout warrior. Enter into my service and learn the workings of the Erd Tree's true order. And who knows? Perhaps sometime down the line, the grace of gold will return to those tarnished eyes of yours. What say you? A fine accord, is it not?
Sure.
Very well indeed.
I'm assuming this is Covenant.
I knew I saw something in you. I shall await you at my fort. We shall hold a ceremony for your knighting there, I think. I see great things ahead. Right then. I've much...
Okay. Now he's repeating himself. I'm gonna go... run to the fort, I guess. Or ride to the fort. Eventually, I will go run into Blythe again, just so people can see him again on stream. But, yeah, so I'm building a system, and it is based on the D20 system initially, which really just comes down to there is a D20. It's something I use. Some of the initial numbers were based on a D20, but I took inspirations from lots of things. Souls games being one of them. And then I also took inspiration from other systems, a little bit of Pathfinder, a little bit of D&D. It's kind of a smattering. And the idea is building a system that can be more than what it was built for. Which is kind of a, like, an interesting way to phrase... I didn't think I had enough for that. The system's meant to be kind of modular and meant to be kind of homebrewed for what you need it to be. while it's got a lot of like built up stuff for what I want it to be, it's not only meant for that. Like, I built around what I wanted, but I also built things in for things that I knew other people were going to want. I feel like this wasn't what I was supposed to do. But hey, that's fine. Okay, now I'm gonna go find that dude, and he's gonna be like, what about all our demi-human friends? What do you think of them? And I'll be like, they're great. Wonderful. I may genuinely need to pass time to get him over here, I'm wondering. Nope, he's up here. Yay!
I suppose you must have seen it by now, yes. The sorry state of my fort?
Yep.
Oh, indeed, it is a foul fate for a land to be without a ruler.
Mm-hmm.
One must be found with haste, and not that awful Godric, but a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave.
Okay.
I'm sorry to have lifted your hopes, but I haven't the authority to raise you to knighthood as things stand. The great Kenneth Height issues his sincerest apology.
Okay, what do I need to do?
I must begin my search post-haste for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of... I must begin my...
Okay. So, a lord to take over Limgrave. That's what we're looking for. Darwill. Was Darwill the name of one of the bosses? Or was Darwill the name of... Is Darwill the name of the guy here? Let me... Darwill, Elden Ring. Bloodhound Knight Darwill. Okay, I'm not crazy. The field boss and the Forlorn Hound Everjail. Okay. So I'm not crazy. Is there another? Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. The Everjail. Okay, which I've already dealt with. Okay. I was like, that sounded very familiar. It did. For good reason. Okay, so it is the guy that we fought at the Everjail. I was starting to be like, that sounds so familiar. Like, the spelling just... It didn't sound familiar. It looked familiar. And I'm like, I was trying to figure out, I'm like, was it a boss? It was a boss. It was a boss I already killed. So, I believe to get back to Clive, I need to make a knight. And we're going to talk to him. He's going to be our friend. I think I just happened to be lucky that the first time I was here, it was nightfall. It was already night. over here. Hello, friend? I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye. He's not here. Maybe it needs to be later. Maybe I just happen to be extremely lucky and, like, there's, like, moon phases or something and I needed to be in the right moon phase. I don't think so. Let's jump over to the merchant that gave me the quest initially.
Always a pleasure.
Blythe.
Then you met Blythe, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. I'm glad I pointed you in his direction. He's boorish, blunt, and couldn't find his nose with both hands. But he's a good egg. I think the two of you are sure to find the best in one another.
Where can I find him?
There are others of my people if the mood takes you, and you my people, which is
Yeah.
why we cannot set. But thanks to that, I think this
I don't
makes
care.
us your people. Goodbye.
Sorceress Selling, Nomadic Merchant. Where can I find Blythe? Oh, and I don't need this here anymore. I have finished this off too. Yeah. This is another thing. I'm getting to the point where I just want to... I don't want to miss him, and because I already... initially found in Mistwood. Yes. Ah. Okay. And this is, again, something I wouldn't necessarily know to do. I'm looking things up just to not miss. But you gotta go speak to him by the Everjail. Okay. So he's gonna be hanging out somewhere around here. Da-da-da. He's fine. Doo-doo-doo. Hi, Blythe.
Right. There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize.
Cool.
Oh yes. I should say, if you venture north to Rhea Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon.
Cool, I actually know him.
That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways.
I know who you're talking about, and I assume you're not going to talk to me.
That's enough
Yep.
chit-chat for this time we parted.
Okay. So now, that's another thing that I know about. Real fast, before we do that, though, here. Megilla Lake North. I want to see if Box over here I don't know where to find Bach. After, you know. Like, I'm not. I may also look up where to find him just in case, because this was my only other thought. I probably could have found Blythe, because I did have an inkling that he might be over there. But I didn't know quite why he would be over there. Okay, this is not as useful. Lock the seamster. After meeting. Okay. So he'll be in many locations? So East Lucaria Gate. Okay, so yeah, and this would be... I probably would have run into him eventually. But so, things that we will have missed. He will be right here. I don't think he'll show up here right now. And then he comes out over here. I think he's going to be over there, but I'm going to do it in order. Yeah. This is just a couple things just to make my life easier so I can get some of these quests. I do want to see them. Okay, they say he's supposed to be here or another place. There's 4 places he can show up, and it depends on how far you've made it. And I'm assuming with this one, since I've made it to the next one, he won't show up here. Because he appears after you've used the thing.
Back to learning. Wonderful.
I don't know if I want to give that to you yet. I can, but I don't feel comfortable giving that to you yet. Okay, so this is the next one that I think he'll pop up at. Because it's simple enough. Like, I wouldn't think that he would move to another one, but maybe I was wrong. Open a closed tab. Okay, that is past, I believe. Yeah, that's past where I'm at. Where is he chilling at around here? Because apparently he's supposed to be still chilling around here. Next. Okay, so he is around here. He'll be... Man, that feels like right about where I'm at. Do I... Okay, and it says I'm supposed to rest. Maybe I have to rest post meeting him? Here? I'm not sure. Oh, yep, there I am. There he is. Hi, good boy.
Good to see you, Master. Do you remember me? Bok, the demi-human.
Yeah.
You helped me before and retrieved my sewing needle. Please, Master, allow me to serve you as your seamster. I can't make nothing from scratch, but I'm happy to make adjustments to your garments.
I don't have a lot of garments that can be up. Dude, don't tell.
Master, I was wondering, do you ever make adjustments to your garb yourself? I would, well, rather you let me do the job when possible, please. I don't ask anything in return, you know, and, well, I am your personal seamster after all.
Cool.
Oh, please do.
Will do. Okay, so that's where he's now gonna pop up. This is the smithing master, who I think is my next in my Blythe quest line. And then I think we might run into Raya Lucaria for a little while.
Well, it's kind of you to speak to me again. Then I presume these old bones served their purpose? More or less.
Blythe sent me.
Blythe actually did that? Did he? Quite a rare occurrence for such a guarded soul as he. Perhaps he sensed something unusual about you. At any rate, if you're friendly with Blythe, I've something else that might suit you.
That's good.
I've explained the peril of the enchanted. Whatever you do, brave Tani.
You know where Blythe is now? I'd love to spend more time with him. He was cool. I assume if he's anywhere, he's going to be in front of us here. But I'm going to talk to him.
Brave tarnished.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to be forward more. So there's a couple things I would like to actually go back to the Table of Lost Grace, see if there's anything out here. Since I've done a bit since last I was here, I think. I do need to finish you and do the thing you're asking me to do. I want to talk to you, because I found...
You. What is it?
About the secret
Find the
medallions.
Albinoric woman.
I did.
She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia. She knows the location.
Yep, and I already forgot what she told me. What's Nefel?
I understand you've been speaking to Nefeli. She's my daughter.
Yeah.
I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes. So I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
Noticed that. Okay. So, Latenna. I just want to make sure I remember, because you cannot get her to repeat her lines, obviously, because she's with me. I want to see her quest dialogue, because... Alright. The land of Michaela's Halig Tree. Don't know where that is. They're talking about a castle soul, which I don't think I've run into. Of the castles, because there's Stormvale Castle. There's Ciela Gateway and Celia Town. I don't think that that would be Castle Soul. Burning Church, Summon Water. And this castle is not castles. This is Arya Manor. This is the Grand Lift of Dectus. Which I have half of. Join medallions to operate Grand Lift of Dectus. Ow!